All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast this afternoon. As usual, you know me, I just want to talk about what is currently happening in my country, Nigeria. That actually interests me quite a lot, and I can't do without always talking about it until we get the desired result. Our heart desire is that we get a new country, a better country, a country that works for every one of us, not just the country that works for few people who have ruled this country over the years, few people who have been there the last for the past 40 years, 30 years, or 20 years, as the case may be. And we're going to talk about the likes of Rotimi Amici, who has been in power since 1999 up to 2023. When he left power, he wanted to become president. So he ran for the primary against the incumbent president, Tinubu, and he did not win, he lost. So that's the only time he has not been in power since 1999, since we returned back to democracy, fondly called uh, the fifth, if I'm correct, the Fifth Republic. All right. This same set of people have gathered themselves together, and what they have actually done is to hijack a political party. They hijacked the ADC, a political party which also participated in the last general elections. It has its own presidential candidate. Right now, the party has been hijacked in court, let me put it that way, because they have are giving us the impression that those people they met there have ceded the party to them, and they are now the the current leaders of the new party ADC, and their spokesperson has said that their main aim of coming together is not just that they are anti-Tinubu, mind you, that they are not anti-Tinubu, but they are struggling to restore democratic values. Oh, really? What are the democratic rules they are trying to restore? I mean, why am I making this video? I'm just trying to say that we are not going to get the kind of Nigeria we want. We are not going to get the desired Nigeria we want with this set of people. They are not sincere people. They have never been sincere. Is it Rotimi Amici who has admitted several times that he is a thief? We are now going to be expecting him to do something different. Is it the lack of David Mark, who have been in power since 40 years? He has been in power since a young military leader in the 30s. He's 70 something now. They are the one that gathered together again. The likes of Atiku Abubakar, who has been described as a perennial contestant. Okay, as after he has had his years and has amassed so much wealth from the Nigerian Custom uh, service, he has been a vice president for two terms. That's 8 years. What else is he looking for? The man has been able to manage, know his way. He amassed so much money at customs and at the national level, and nobody is asking him any question. Just like nobody is asking Amici any question. When we say Nigerian politicians are all thieves, they never bother about it. They do not fight you. They do not, raise an eyebrow on that. They are not arguing it. They admit it. As a matter of fact, yesterday, it was yesterday, Amiki said he hardly see like others. He was referring to the likes of Wike, who invested billions of naira to campaign. I mean, to campaign to become president. He okay, eventually lost out at the primary. Atiku Abubakar maneuver his way, and whichever way they went about it, he was beaten. He couldn't secure the ticket of the PDP because he aimed to win to and become president of Nigeria. after they have finished their years as governors, the others have decided to retire at the Senate. These ones are bold. They've succeeded in packing so much money, enough to campaign for them. Only God knows how much the likes of Wike must have packed from River State Post. We saw those branded vehicles. Where did he get the money? Is it his salary as state governor that earning that money? Anyway, I'm talking about the set of people, the crop of people that came together that said they want to wrestle power with another failed, you know, person currently running the country, who has held sway since 1999 as well, even before then, if not for the interruption by the military that made him he was started as a senator after restoration of the democracy. He was governor for 2 terms in Lagos. Since then, no other party has run Lagos. They have shared Lagos. Everybody has taken their fractions and all that, and they are still in charge. And I don't know how it's going to happen to get Lagos out of their grips. It's going to be difficult. So this is not the people that will give us the new Nigeria we are looking for. They are incapable of doing that, and they are not pretending about it. These are people who have eaten enough and have eaten to their fill. They don't care about Nigerians. They don't care about you. They do not care about you. So if Nigerians don't still understand and they are still discussing these people, and then we are going to stay here long. Some of us, by the grace of God, we do not need to come into politics or assume office. If my party identify with get to power and I'm appointed, I'm not coming there to come and make money. As a matter of, if I wanted to make money, I could have easily identified with lots of PDP or APC. I accept to become someone's PA. All right, that can be very easy. It's just to become a party man. From the party man, somebody you become lawyer, they will suggest your name will keep going up. You'll be given something. I'm not looking for that. I'm not coming to become someone who want to enrich himself. We want to build this country. We believe our country can work. We believe we can have a country that works for all of us. And if you do not see the light of the African Action Congress, the AAC, and what we are doing, if, for instance, our leader, Omoyele Sowore, can rise up and fight injustice at every moment, irrespective of who is involved, whether you are Yoruba, you are Hausa or Igbo, and he does that as a common citizen, he does that as a private person on his own. Imagine if he becomes your president. Imagine how this man will fight for you. Nobody else fight for Nigeria like Omoyele Sowore does. Nobody. This state, they do not longer talk about him again. He accuse you, he confront them, he call them out. They don't talk about him. Have you seen, as rash and brash as Wike is, have you ever seen Wike confronting Omoyele Sowore? He dares not, because he has nothing to hold him with. Have you seen Wike's spokesperson, the loquacious and village journalist who speaks for Wike? Have you ever seen him attacking Omoyele Sowore? They do not attack Omoyele Sowore because he is beyond them. He is ahead of them. They fear him. They dare not. Imagine if you have him as your president. Remember, Donald Trump also became America's president. He has never run for office before. Those of you who are suffering and smiling, who always tell us to go and start as senators, to go and start as councillors, I hope you will have a rethink. Donald Trump has never run for office before. He ran for president the first time he won. The next time he lost, he has come back again to finish his term. As a matter of fact, he's trying to see if he can go 3 times, if the constitution allows it. That's the thing, if the people support the bid for a 3rd term. That's it. If America will modify their constitution to suit him. Emmanuel Macron of France has never held any political position before, apart from being a minister in the cabinet of the then president. And he did not even finish the tenure with the president when he resigned and he went to start his political party, which he called La République en Marche. He called it La République en Marche, meaning what? The Republic on the move. The Republic on the move. He contested for election about a year or 2 years after that, because the majority of the French people saw that this is actually the right person, this is the right way, and they gave him that privilege, and he has been their president for 2 terms now. Why can't Nigeria give Omowole Sowore and AAC this opportunity to see what we can do with Nigeria? We are revolutionaries, and that is what we stand for. By the time you give all this prayer, we get to power. Number one, we need a free and fair electoral process. That is key. Without that, nobody can wrestle power from the jackass and the jaguars that are currently in power. You can't. They own everything. They own your PVCs. They own they own the INEC. They will write the election result the way they want it, and there's nothing anybody will do about it. So, if you're going to have a revolution, we're going to need to ensure that the election is free and fair. All the intimidations that occur in those various parts of the country. Okay, Lagos State, even in the East also, people are intimidated. It's not just common to the Yorubas. And the massive electoral malpractice in the North, when children are involved into voting, all that has to stop. If what we call democracy, and we call the majority determine the vote, if what we call that is that people manipulate election, they write election result, okay, they rig it openly like this, and we still authenticate that kind of election. I mean, where is the democracy we are practicing? Where is the democracy? That is not democracy. And when we talk, we think some of us are too honest, and you even accuse us that we are not also saints, and that we have to accept these things, these anomalies, these evils, this wickedness, these malpractices of manipulating election from A to Z. We should accept it as part of our democratic dispensations. I mean, you are not being sincere to yourself. As a grown-up young man in the early 2000s, I know where I started from. Okay, in my area where I grew up in Iwerele, in the Ayogo part of Iwerele, people there used to identify with the party that's now APC. AD. It used to be AD. People from my area, everybody, the elders dictate the direction. Everybody goes into that direction. The AD, changes happen from AD. I think they moved to PDP and all that. I remember voting 2 times, casting 2 votes, and I'm regretting it today that I did that. I had to cast election 2 times. That is, some people even cast more than 2. I regretted it today, since I realized that this is dishonest, this is wrong, this is bad for me and my country. I regretted it, and I can never condone such. So when we are telling you that some of us, we do not accept this kind of practice in election, you feel we are angels. No, we started somewhere. We had the history. We were there before also. I'm in my mid-40s. I'm talking about the early 20s. I mean, that was in 2023. I cast two votes. I went to this polling, I cast one. I went to another place, I cast one. Because our party was literally, practically in charge of the environment. Nobody challenged me for voting 2 times. That is quite regrettable. And I can't stand that anymore. One man, one vote. One man, one vote. I don't want to make this video too long. The ADC doesn't mean any well for Nigerians. Look at the faces of those people that are there. Look at their faces. Nigerians, wake up. Mutane Arewa, muyi aichi. Akwai aichi wanda za mu yi. ADC ba shine ba. Gaskiya na gwana maka. ADC ba shine ba. Kagan AAC ne. Party wanda za yi dadi Nigeria, dadi mutumu AAC ne. Omole Shore shine shugabanmu. Mu zo mu yi aiki. Let's work together. Shine. Thank you, Nagode. Thank you. If you see this video, say something, share it, let it go viral. Let's rescue Nigeria. We can do it. The revolution can happen right now. And it is by confronting the wrong set of people who always come together in the name of they want to rescue Nigeria. They do not care about you. These are people who have been hearing about killing and killing. Have you ever seen them posting about it? Have you ever seen them saying anything about it? They are not coming to rescue power with Tinubu, who has equally failed because they love Nigeria. No, it's for themselves. It's because they love themselves. It's for their own sake. Please, Nigeria. Please and please. We can get it right in 2027. Thank you. Nagode.